Welcome to Chasing Hard podcast, where we talk about trusting God when life doesn't turn out the way you planned. A few things that I want to talk about. I'm here alone today because, quite frankly, I got stood up, which remarkably hasn't happened in the 54 weeks, 55, 6, whatever, that I've been doing the podcast. A little disappointed because I really wanted to talk with this individual about their story. It's about their kid. And whenever kids are involved, it's a hard story to talk about. And I just wanted to get a perspective, this perspective, because it's a physical issue and it can be hard. But hopefully we'll get to have that conversation later. The other thing I wanted to talk about is something I heard on the radio the other day. I went to see Unsung Hero a few weeks ago, which was a really good movie. I hope you've seen it. It's the movie of how Rebecca St. James, the Christian recording artist, came to be Rebecca St. James. She's from the Smallbone family. And if you do not know, Luke and Joel Smallbone make up for King and Country, another good band. And so it was a good story. It was a good family story, a family or a story of struggle and trusting God when things didn't turn out quite how they thought they would turn out. I was listening to Christian radio station, Way FM, after I saw the movie. No, before actually. It was right before the movie was released. And Luke and Joel were going to be interviewed by one of the DJs. Their mother was there with them to talk about the movie, basically. They're talking about the family and all the things, all the stories that were told, the small stories that make up the big story of their family and of how two very popular Christian artists came into existence. And they were talking about some family dynamics. I don't even remember what they were, but one of the brothers, I think it was Joel, said, all families are dysfunctional. Find the function. And that grabbed my attention for sure. I mean, I know that there is not a person, nor a family, nor a couple that is 100% functional or 100% dysfunctional. There's always functional in a person, a relationship, a family. There's always dysfunction. The families that look great, and the dysfunction could be very minute. You have to dig a little harder sometimes to find the dysfunction. And the same can be said for dysfunctional families. You know, the ones I'm talking about with the obvious dysfunction, where there's addiction, alcohol, abuse, relationship issues, mental health issues, over the top, crazy stuff, like off the charts. Even those families, those couples, those individuals have some functionality that surrounds them. They are not 100% dysfunctional. I know that's maybe hard to comprehend or understand if you know some pretty dysfunctional families. You could probably relate to how hard that is to comprehend or understand. But if you stop and think about it, there's always a redeeming character. Like they're off the charts in most areas in dysfunction, but you can find some positive things and they don't negate each other. Like they can coexist They don't always have to be, it's not one or the other. It's not black or white. You're not dysfunctional or functional. You can exhibit and live in a functional state most of the time and then gravitate to the dysfunction, or you can live in a dysfunctional state most of the time and have some functional traits and places where you thrive and live. And that's, I guess, all I wanted to say, except to encourage you not to put people in a box. Like judging someone based on what you see is easy. Dig a little deeper. And that may be harder to do in the world of social media because it's kind of a world of extremes. Like viral videos are usually really cool, really dumb. And so that doesn't tell the whole story, nor do all the spectacular posts. How many times have you been shocked to discover something about someone, or that this marriage has ended when you thought they were the perfect couple, or when this family has had some kind of horrendous event take place and you were so shocked because they really looked like they had it all together? That's because we're not just one or the other. We can be both, functional and dysfunctional, with a bent toward one or the other. It's just something to think about. And I think he hit it on the head, Mr. Smallbone, who I think it was Joel, when he said, not all families are dysfunctional, find the function. And I think that's what we as Christ followers need to do, is look for the good, look for the positive. You don't dismiss or pretend the bad isn't there. You still need to deal with it, no matter how functional the person, couple, family may be in this one area. And these need attention. They still need attention. You still need to do the things you need to do. Just the phrase. Think about it. Let me know what you think. Actually, I'd love to hear. Not all families are dysfunctional. Find the function. Find the function in your life. Give yourself grace for the dysfunction. Determined to move forward in healthier ways and ask for help, because you can't do it on your own and you were never meant to. So thanks for listening. I'll be back next week. I hope you are too.